This is the story of my madness, a condition I was not alone in. There was little cure or remedy. Called the spleen by some, hysteria by others, those who gazed upon our melancholy faces knew. It was the vapors. You and others may laugh now at such an imaginary illness of the rich and idle, but I assure you it was very real. We would beckon our physician with alarms of lethargy and foggy minds. Our ears rang as if with bells, our vision spotted. Giddiness would overtake us if we did not first succumb to vertigo. Our stomachs would heave with bilious nausea. We would be foaming and spitting at the mouth. Our memories failing, we had little appetite. The physicians told us it was a result of poor digestion and circulation, that our blood had turned viscous, acidic, and corrosive. But they were wrong. It was not what we ate or drank. It was the air. The smell of gas and coal in the streets of London was common, as were the cesspools and sewers. There hung an air of stench and decay as the Thames was awash with our sewage. There was dread of such bad air, or miasma as it was called, and a belief that upon inhalation it would ferment or decompose your insides. In an attempt to keep out bad air, windows were closed tight and furnaces stoked with coal to keep us warm. The putrid outside air caused such alarm to many, but the smoke was considered of no harm, perhaps even an antidote to the noxious decaying fumes and stench of the city. Yet it was the smoke and noxious vapors from our own hearths and parlors that led to our demise. We would often warm our hands with a chafing dish or charcoal embers to keep warm, or to boil our tea kettle. No wonder, I reflect now, that winter reclaimed my despair so readily, confined to the stifled air of our shuttered home. It was all the brewers, you know, charring coal into coke to dry their malt. Didn't want to have the sulphur stench for their beer. Coal now was pure carbon, burned at high temperatures with no smoke. As there were few trees, it was the perfect fuel. Who would have thought when Abraham Darby used it in his furnace it would alter the course of our lives so? How wonderful! The gas that came from the process would light our homes and street. Yet coal and gas made for deadly air for those confined with their vapors. Dr. Richardson's lecture on such poisons will ensure that what I tell you is indeed true. He himself studied the noxious fumes and suffered from the very same condition that drove me and others mad. He said it poisoned the brain, the carbon oxide in the blood taking the oxygen, leaving us dull and weak. They soon realized the problem with the air and changed the fuel in stoves over time. The disease then soon dissipated. So you see, my dear, it was not the fault of my gender, nor my mind, nor my spirit, that led to my madness. It truly was a case of the vapors.